Oh, wow. We made it back. We're here. There's confetti because Love Island UK is finally good again. Yay. What privilege. What privilege, Lana. It's nice, isn't it?
I mean,
But,
it's fine.
well, sure. Sure. Anyway, hello, hi. Welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real in the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. Today I've got water, and I'm also drinking an unbranded, because they're not sponsoring us, energy drink. But Celsius, if you did want to sponsor us, we would love a sponsorship. It's kiwi guava flavored, and it's very delicious.
Wonderful. And hello, everyone. It is me, Lana, your resident Eve receiver. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. I am not drinking anything because I'm just not thirsty right now. And maybe that has to do with Love Island in the UK. I'm just not thirsty.
Mm,
But I'm here. But I do have my cup mug, and that is the most important. And you can get your cup mug at alanausecreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally, domestically. So there are no excuses. Get your cup mugs, period.
yes, God. We are here. We are back with our Friday review for Love Island UK. 3 more episodes where a whole lot of something happened.
So I will say the drama here is decent drama. It's good drama. I enjoy drama. But it's really just a lot of back and forth of the same drama over and over again. And I'm like, can we get something new? Like
We've been
I'm
we've been reheating these nachos for like 3 weeks.
right, right. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of I can't eat reheated nachos. They're kind of gross. So let's wrap it up, B. Wrap this up. Like decisions need to be made. People need to be standing on business. Like do something because there's waffling and there's back and forth and there's will we, won't we, does she? Like it just is kind of getting really stale, really stale.
I'm like, uh, really? Come on now, guys. Like, we're gonna get into it because there's just like I literally think we only saw about 6 people across all of these episodes, to be honest with you.
I think so. I really think so.
And we'll talk about it here. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things competitive reality TV. Currently, as we tend to do, we are here twice a week giving you almost all things Love Island UK here at No Invite Needed Live. Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. BST, and Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. BST, talking about Love Island UK. And we are here 5 times a week still talking about Love Island USA because
We got a week to go. We got a week to go.
thank God for that.
I
So we're
mean,
going to
I'm
be
gonna
here
be
Monday.
happy when both of these shows are over. Honestly,
Me too. So we'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 2:10 Eastern ish. Friday time is
Mix.
gonna change. So Friday and Saturday times are gonna be changing starting next week. We will let you know on Monday because we're still trying to figure out what time we need it to be. So as soon as we know what time we need it to be, we'll let you know what time we need it to be. So that part. But join us on Monday, 2:10 Eastern ish. This weekend, Friday and Saturday at 6:10 Eastern ish. That is still the time. So join us later today for Love Island USA. So you can also check out the description for all of our audio podcast links, our Patreon, where you can follow us on social media at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, where you can get your cup mug, as we talked about. Cup mug. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. and where you can follow all 3 of our other channels. We're trying to hit 1,000 new subscribers across all our channels by the end of the year. And we see y'all supporting us on the YouTube and the audio platform. So thank you very, very much for that. Especially the Love Island fam is coming through for us, and we appreciate you so much for that. So, Lana.
Yeah.
Lana.
Yeah.
Back in right after that heart rate challenge.
Which
And
was,
hey,
what did you think of it, by the way?
Meg fucking sucked. I've been waiting for a fucking week to talk on here about how much Meg sucked. She was so bad. And she's been a nasty bitch all season, so I don't care that I'm laughing in her face and at her. She was so bad. And as someone with better skills than her, I can laugh in her face about it. So I think it was a very interesting challenge. You can tell that most of these people are white, and it showed.
This was the most boring heart rate challenge I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. Oh,
I was
100%.
so bored with everything. I was like, y'all are
Yeah.
we just sit on each other's laps and bounce up and down. We turn around and we shake a little bit. It was so
Even Dijon.
Dijon, it was so boring.
But MVP,
Connor.
hands down, Connor.
Oh,
hands down, baby. I've been saying
Connor
it
and
since
Ben.
the day and Ben.
Connor and Ben.
And I'm gonna give that third. I know he was messy, but Giorgio did something for me in that.
I like Giorgio in this one.
Chocolate.
I enjoyed Giorgio in that one. I was like,
I enjoy Giorgio. Period.
I've
been saying it since he came in. And then this whole episode when he's talking with the boys and he's just got all the chocolate and he's licking the chocolate off his fingers, I'm like, can I do that?
I like Giorgio. I think Giorgio
like Giorgio.
Giorgio has grown on me since he's been in the villa. I wasn't feeling him in the sleepover because Helena. But now that he's back in the villa and he's doing his thing, I really respect and enjoy Giorgio on this show. I like him very, very much.
Good.
I think Giorgio brings a calmness to Yasmin that is more so needed.
Oh my God.
That is
and I was gonna
so
bring this up
needed.
Too. I was going to bring this up too because I didn't get to be here on Tuesday. I love Giorgio and Yasmin together. I absolutely am loving them together. We did not see any of them in these 3 episodes, frankly.
No.
But I love the 2 of them together for that exact reason.
Mm-hmm. I love them together. And I think that if she was thinking and was smart, she would hold on to that. But I think Yasmin is going to screw this up because Yasmin is going to be Yasmin. And Yasmin cannot have a conversation without it turning sexual at all costs for everything. And I don't think she takes relationships seriously. So Yasmin is here for the fun time, not the long relationship time. And I feel like Giorgio is here for a relationship. And I think that's where it's going to clash. I think they're going to have fun. But I think at some point, Yasmin's going to do something stupid and get bored. She's going to get bored and she's going to do something stupid like she did with Shay.
See. I mean, we're only halfway through this season because we got to remember this Love Island.
Yeah.
This is the big Love Island.
I know.
So, I'm really, I hope they make it to Casa. B, I'm really intrigued to see what happens with both of them come Casa. That's going to be the kind of shifting point for me. I'm like, I'm really intrigued to see what's going to happen with Casa and see where things kind of redistribute in that way. But no, love this. Otherwise, the heart rate challenge was bland. It was, the unseasoned chicken.
It was beans and toast. It was beans
on
and
toast is good. Beans on toast is good and can be good when you have the right ingredients
Well,
with
see, that's the
beans on
thing.
toast.
No, I'm talking
This
about the way
was,
they make beans on toast, just straight out the can, pour it on the thing, and call it
oh
beans on
yeah, no,
toast.
this was beans on toast with the still the tin can taste on it, right out, not even
No
heated up,
seasoning, no, just
no seasoning, no.
yeah. This was the
No, you
bland
gotta
as beans on
toast that.
toast.
You gotta toast that good sourdough bread. You gotta, season those beans up. Add some salt, some pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. Put some butter on that toast. I want a little bit of ketchup in those beans a little bit. I do mine with a little bit of avocado and some sausage on the side, and that's how I like my beans on toast. I know everybody does theirs a little different. Mine is not a traditional British preparation, but I like mine with a little avocado on the side and some chicken sausage, and that's how I like mine. So,
We didn't even
you're
ask for
welcome.
all that, but okay.
No, but I was going to give it to you anyway. But that's what I wanted from this heart rate challenge, and they did not give it.
Oh no, they gave you straight out the can beans on toast.
Yeah, unfortunately. Were any of the girls good? Alima was good.
Alima was good. Alima was the one.
Alima was
Alima was the one who
good.
left everybody speechless.
Yes.
Like
Alima was the
literally,
one.
everybody walked when she walked away. All the
Yep.
guys were just looking like jaw open, mouth open. They were like,
it is a damn shame what happened to her. We'll talk about it. I think Yasmin with her posture. That damn posture, girl. Meg was the worst. I already talked about it. But yeah, otherwise bland. Especially bland given the heart rate challenge we got simultaneously going on USA.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
It just, bland.
You cannot compete when you can't compare, honey.
No.
It is no.
You know who I really wanted to see in this heart rate challenge? Blue.
That would be interesting.
Because because his mom works in a sex shop, that he's got to have the moves.
Maybe.
Anyway, do you want to go linear with this, or is it even worth going linear?
I mean, it's just what it is. We start the episode with everybody just coming back from the heart rate challenge, and we see the conversation with Alima and Ben, which felt like it came out of nowhere.
Nowhere, because in review, we have our couples. These two.
Sure.
Shakira and Harry. Okay, we'll talk about a lot of them. These two. Yasmin and Giorgio. Love. Big fan. Helena and Ben. Whatever. We'll talk a lot about Tony and Harrison in this episode. We'll talk about Alima and Connor in this episode a decent amount. And we won't talk about the Bombshells yet. But yeah, it felt very, I was like, okay, producers, is this literally just the first conversation they're having?
I mean, I think they were because both of them are in friendship couples. He don't like Helena, and she is not into Connor. So I think they were just both in friendship couples. Like, hey, let's see if this is a connection that we could explore. We don't know. We never talked to each other. So I think it was a genuine, trying to get to know each other. And it was cute because Alima looked like she was giddy again and happy and smiley. And Ben felt like...
Go ahead.
No, finish.
Oh, I was going to say, and I just want what's best for Alima.
Absolutely. That's pretty much it. And I think, like I said, they were both in friendship couples. So Ben is like, okay, testing out. And he looked like he was happy. Like he looked like he was having a good time in that conversation. And then they ended up kissing, which I was like, because he was praising her for her heart rate challenge. I think Ben was a little turned on.
A little.
She raised his heart rate. So
the most, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, she raised his heart rate.
I saw, because I know you don't pay attention to things like that, Lana. There were, it was not just his heart rate that was raised.
I mean, I saw it. I saw the
Oh,
charts.
okay.
We saw the things. But yeah, we saw that, and so his heart rate was raised, and I think he raised her heart rate.
I think it was a mutual
I think it was a mutual
situation,
heart rate
but
situation. But
yeah.
they ended up talking. They were talking about each other's heart rate challenge and how good it was, and how the girls were impressed by Ben. And he was like, "No, stop it." He was like, "No, you had everybody speechless." And she was like, "Yeah, did I have your hands on my titties?" And like all this stuff. Like they were just flirting back and forth, and it was cute. And so he asked for a proper kiss, and she gave it to him.
For the first time in this villa, I was like, oh my God, they're both happy. And I genuinely, obviously, was thrilled for Alima because that's been our
Mhm.
girl. We've been, hoping and praying for somebody good for Alima. Who knew he was there all along, apparently.
All right.
And I was genuinely like, I haven't been the world's biggest fan of Ben. But as you were kind of talking about, Lana, I think this is the first time I was like, oh, I genuinely kind of like seeing Ben like this. And I was like, oh, like, okay, Ben, yes. And I liked this a lot.
What I enjoy from Ben is that Ben knows his flaws as well. He knows where he falls short, and he'll say it like, "Yeah, I shouldn't say
Yeah.
this, or maybe I shouldn't talk this way to people." Blah blah blah. But I think with all the people who he had been in couples with, like Shakira, and then Tony,
Helena and
and
Tony. Yeah.
I felt like they wanted Ben to act a certain way. So they would do stuff and say stuff to make him act a certain way. And I think Alima probably would have been that way too if they would have gotten
Yeah.
together the longer they would have been together. But I think that in this moment, Ben just felt happy. He just felt giddy. He felt like that beginning of possibility, that beginning
Yeah.
of hope, is that little flutters of, oh, this might be something. So I enjoyed watching that. And then they kissed and they were all happy. And it was just like, oh, and it was just nice.
Why
It was a
did you
nice
have
moment.
to
Eh,
ruin it, Love Island?
everything was wrong. They never do anything right. But then,
Tragedy.
yeah, then I don't even remember what
So we
conversations we
get,
had
we get
next.
it literally, we just basically go to morning because it's like the boys are talking and they're talking about the heart rate challenge. The only major conversation that night was
Look, Harry
Ben
and
and Alima.
Helena.
Well, God, oh God.
The Harry Helena of it all. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I was gonna wait till later, but I'm gonna say this now. We were so upset at Harry when they went on that date, on that beers and that guy's night, and they went out. And we were so upset with Harry
Uh-huh.
over what he said about Helena, and how he felt like she disrespected her, and how she felt disrespected, and how we felt like he disrespected her. And we were so mad at Harry for what he
Yeah.
said. I want to retract my statement because Hitman didn't say nothing but the truth. Because this woman is just a good time girl. She is not. She's a fun time girl.
Uh-huh.
She is a fun time girl, and you will never, never make me change my mind about that anymore. You fooled me once, Helena. You will not fool me again. I was like, how I remember how upset, like mad we were, and how disrespectful we said he was for what he said. And then every day in this villa, she proves that he was right. What do you like? Um, what do you mean you are going to whisper in someone's ear to a man in another couple? Do you want to f me? No, I can't wait till we f.
I can't wait to fuck you.
Like, are you kidding me? And then, Harry, you are nothing but a slime ball as well, because you know you
Uh-huh.
in a relationship or in a couple with Secure. You know what kind of girl she is, and for you to go in that challenge and whisper back, you still want to f me? Hello. What do you mean? And then you want to sit here and cry because you like, oh, I don't mean, I just self sabotage myself, and I don't mean, and I really want to be with you. I really do. I like you a lot, and da 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 da. But you continue to do stuff to embarrass her. What do No, no, Harry, you don't get to do that. You don't get to cry about how much you want to be with somebody, and how much you really like them, and how much you really want to change for them, and then you don't do it, and then want to be like, well, it's my nature. Like, hello, no, no, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that, and I refuse. I refuse to give you grace anymore. Refuse. I can't do it.
I'm so mad at this girl. I have spent too much of my air, the air I breathe, defending this girl. For what?
I told you. I told you it was something about that woman.
You did.
It was something. My gut don't lie to me. It was something about her. And my soul was vexed by her, and she has. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. She is
I
the
still
good
like
time
I
girl.
still like I still like her personality. I just don't like her as an Islander. Like I think I'd like her on another show. I just don't like her in Love Island.
I don't even like her because I feel like
Fair.
she does this to people on purpose, and then it's a slick mouth about it, and the way she be
Yeah.
what like she's so innocent. Like, what do you want me to do? It's just the nature of the game. No, it's not. No one's telling you to go out there and constantly go after this one girl's man. Like every single time. If you got something with him, just say you do and y'all go explore it and just leave her out of it. But y'all constantly doing this back and forth. He's saying, "Oh no, I'm not interested." Oh, but then you go to her and be like, we should go somewhere in the hideaway, or we should go to this. And it's like, I can't with you. I can't with either of you. And I cannot with the sidekicks egging them on, Meg and Dijon, egging on this foolishness. Because you have no respect for Shakira. But you want to Meg, you want to say you a girl's girl, but because you don't like, you're not a girl, Shakira's not your mate. You feel it's okay to play in her face like that.
Because
And
she's
then
fake.
right,
Because
and it
Meg
was
is fake.
but when Shakira pop off, you don't know why she doing that.
Because you're a
You
fake bitch, Meg.
can't
Ugh.
stand her. I can't
But yeah,
stand her.
this mm,
And I love that the fans can't stand them either. I love that. I
period.
love that.
I'm still pissed that Tony and Shakira were in that bottom three vote with Megan, though. That pisses me off to no fucking end. I'm like, for what reason? For what reason? Anyway, this is where Harry fucks up with Shakira again. Shakira's like, nah, I'm good. Goes off, talks to Tony, and then, oh my god, we got a text, and we have two new bombshells going on dates. And who gets picked for the dates? Connor and
Tony.
Deshaun, and Tony and Shakira. Yes, perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
But we have Ryan.
It's a kitty.
I
He's a pretty kitty cutie.
I really enjoyed Ryan.
It's a kitty patootie. I was like, cute.
Very cute. Very, very cute. Um, but then we have Billy Kiss.
Really kiss.
Baby.
Really kisses. Yeah.
Billy
Yeah.
Kiss is the tea.
Yeah. Billy Kiss would eat up in the US Love Island.
Baby. Yes.
Billy Kiss would eat up in US Love Island. Like, come on now.
I live. I live. I mean, she already found her man. They're locked in for as long as she wants to be locked in with him.
Mm.
And I love, 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 love her and Connor together. Love her and Connor together. But yes, so we get the dates. The dates are pretty cute.
Dates are fun.
Yeah.
I feel like Ryan and Shakira hit it off, and I feel like Billy Kiss actually hit it off with both of them. It seemed.
Yes.
It seemed.
It seemed, but Dijon, at this point, Meg's got to have some sort of blackmail against this man because
She has his balls in her purse right now.
something.
That man don't want to be saved, so I'm not even worried about him. He didn't feel. But we'll talk about that him later. But yeah, they seem like they did well on the date. They seem like they both
Yeah.
hit it off, and Tony and Shakira, they both had a decent time on the date.
Yeah.
But this was right after, like you said, Harrison had been playing around in Tony's face with Helena this whole point in time. And literally, while Tony was on the date, he took Helena to the terrace and kissed her while Tony is on this date. And I'm just like, "Ah, this man just does not learn. He just does not learn. You can't keep playing in Tony's face like that." Shakira was already over Harry, so
Well, apparently you can keep playing in Tony's face like that.
well,
Tony, girl, you're gonna have your moment at the front here in a little bit.
yeah,
I'm pissed at that girl too. But
just all of them. But like I said,
except for Shakira. Literally except for Shakira.
these
Um,
reheated nachos is just like ugh,
I
making
know.
me gag.
So Harrison kisses Helena. The boys are at the gym talking about their connections. I was like, "Oh, hi Tommy, good to see you." It's reheated nachos of the same shit, different day. Harry's like, "I don't know what to do." Same shit, different day. Harry and Helena are flirting. Same shit, different day. They finish the dates. Cool. Dates are happening. That basically takes us to the end of the episode, where Ryan and Billy Kiss come back into the villa. We go to the next episode.
Make us jealous, but yes.
Yes.
We go to the next episode and
Reheated nachos. Meg is jealous of
Megan's
another
jealous.
fabulous black woman. But yes, we go into this next episode. It is night. And Billy Kiss immediately pulls Connor for a chat, and I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she immediately sees, given the demeanor of everyone in the villa, yeah, Connor might be the stronger connection. And it also seemed like she was, she had better banter with Connor than she did with Dijon. In my perception, I don't know necessarily about you, Lana. She had great banter with both of them, but for me, it felt like, honestly, the Irish connection really let them kind of like their banter really flowed in a nice way. I don't know about you, but I liked both combos.
I think their banter definitely flowed better. I think it was more banter. I think for Dijon, it was more flirty than banter. It was
Mm,
because that's what Dijon is. He's a flirt by nature. And
mhm.
he's like, and he does little things like he'll stare at you and you'll be talking to him like, "Why are you staring at me?" He's like, "I'm nothing. I just like looking at you. You're pretty. You're beautiful." Like, and that was that conversation. It just felt very like compliment over compliment over compliment over compliment.
Mhm.
And the conversation she had with Connor felt like natural conversations, much laughing, giggling, things we're going to talk about, things we have in common. It felt very like a conversation that instead of a flirt fest.
It felt like Dijon was doing a bit too much,
I feel
like
like Dijon,
putting it on a bit
yeah, I feel like Dijon was having inter battles in his head again with that he wants to flirt and he wants to seem open, but
all
he
the
knows he's
time.
not. But he's not, and it's like you said, reheated nachos. We've seen this dance before. He did the same thing with Militia. It was just like you talk, 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 talk. You flirt, 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 flirt. But then when it comes to when the rubber hits the road, you backtrack because you look at your girl and she got your balls in your purse, and you like, oh well, no, I can't do that. I can't even he can't even be open and willing to explore with Megan there, with Meg there. So it's just, and
Well, we
then,
can call her Megan. I don't
oh
need her
yeah,
to have her abbreviation. She could be Megan.
yeah,
Megan.
but
Um
yeah, I don't
no,
know.
it's fucking frustrating. And at this point, like you said earlier, he don't want to be saved. So, you
You
know what,
don't.
whatever.
I
I am
can't.
excited for them to probably make the finale and get last place and see what the public really thinks about both of them.
Hmm.
Because at this point, they're going to be the couple that just makes it from the start to the end, whatever, and get last place.
Or
So cool. Harrison and Tony are having another conversation, reheating the nachos, and while they're doing that, Meg and Helena are at the fire pit talking about Harrison and Tony having the conversation, reheating the nachos. It's so fucking boring. Lana's
So
literally
it's just
falling asleep talking about it. It's like, baby. And this happens, y'all. 8,472 more times in these 2 episodes. I'm like,
wait, it's so
thank
dumb.
God.
Harrison pulls her just to say, I kissed Helena. Tony's mad. She's popping off. She jumps up. He did it again, y'all. And she's like, we're done. I'm done. It's over. I can't. That's it. Whatever. And the day before my birthday, you do this to
Period,
me?
Tony.
Like, how dare
I
you?
cannot believe on the day before my birthday that you would drag my name through the mud like this.
Hello.
How dare
Like,
you, Harrison?
how dare you?
Shout
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 out,
out to
Rockstar.
shout out to Angie Rockstar. Yes.
Love it.
Mother, we love you.
But like seriously, he's like, "Oh, it's just But I told you the truth. You told me to tell you the truth." She's like, "I told you to tell me the truth, but I also told you don't disrespect me." And constantly, you're disrespecting me, like over and over and over again. So she's mad. She storms off. He goes to Helena and then tells Helena, "I told her we kissed." And it was like, maybe I should talk to her. I'm like, girl, you don't sit down.
Can we finish off this story of it and just go through their whole saga?
It's so annoying. I
I
don't.
just want to be done with them
It's
for
just
this episode,
so.
to be honest with you, because it's just reheating the nachos 4,000 more times. I don't want to keep going back to the microwave, Lana. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry, the
just.
microwave.
I'm-
We're in the UK. We have to say how Nigella Lawson says it. Microwave. Or the microwave. Or as Ella Vidae, as Nigella Lawson says it. The microwave. Yeah, so Tony gets mad. She tells Harrison they're done. Harrison goes to Helena. Helena tells Helena that he told them that they kissed. Tony then goes the next morning. They all make her birthday breakfast. How lovely, how wonderful. Then 30 minutes later, she tells Harrison we're done, and then they're done. And then he goes back to Helena, and they're doing their thing. And then that night, she crawls back to Harrison, and she's like, no, I'm not mad. Give me a hug. I'm like, girl!
No, no, no. You skipped a major important part of all
I
of
know
that
I did.
because that is not how it happened. Because yes, when Tony that morning they made the breakfast, they tell her that they're done. Her and Shakira come up to the plane, take him all the way up to the terrace where he had that kiss with Helena, and tell him that you're done. So she does that. Harrison is like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, we're done. Like, I don't want to talk to you no more. We're done. And in that moment, Harrison realized, oh crap, I actually really like Tony more than I've admitted to myself. Because now that she's done with me, I want her. Because when she was jumping all over me and wanting me, I didn't want it. But now that she's gone and walking away, now I want it. Typical men.
Yeah.
But he didn't want it. Now he wants it. And he's starting to realize maybe these feelings I have for Tony are big deeper than what I was trying to do because of my attraction to Helena. And maybe I need to readjust my focus a little bit because I really do like Tony. So that night, he pulls her again and says, hey, listen, I know I messed up. I know I did all of this. I messed up, but I'm asking you right now for another chance because I really now understand what I want. And I feel like when you walked away from me, the feelings that I had for you were I recognized them because I never felt that
Mhm.
way before when somebody walks away. So he recognized his feelings. He said, listen, I want another chance. And she was like, I don't think you deserve one. And he was like, I get it, but please let my actions speak better more than my words. So she
Yeah.
was like, I will give you a chance to show me
Hmm.
what you feel. He was like, can I get a hug? She was like, no. And she was like, okay, I'll give you a hug. And he was like, I want to show you. So I'm going to cut him a break for him to then show Tony
Tony.
how he really feels. So and his actions have to line up to his words because they were not doing that. And Tony's only request was you have to tell Helena you're done so. Like, you have to tell Helena you're not going to pursue her. You're not going to do that. And
Mhm.
the second Helena saw Tony and Harrison kissing and making up, she turns back into the floozy, fun time girl that she is. And she's like, well, maybe I need to go to the hideaway with Harry. Hello. Hello, what? And so then her sidekicks are begging into John, Harry, come over here, bring my tea. I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something. Helena wants to hideaway. Helena wants to go to back, wants to come out and play. And Harry's like, no, no, no. She was like, they're like, no, 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 go stand, like kids. And so then he's like, so then he pulls Helena for a chat, and he's like, was that a knee jerk reaction to you seeing Harrison go back to Tony? And she was like, no. I'm like, liar, liar,
Uh-huh.
liar, because you know exactly what that was. Liar. Girl, you ain't fooling nobody.
Mm-mm.
You ain't fooling nobody. And he was like, no, because I think we have this thing, this undeniable thing, this thing that we need to talk, that we don't know. We just need to. And then Harry, of course, being the smut dog that he is falling for it. And it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's something, but I really like Shakira. I really like Shakira, but I don't know. It's something. And everybody is in their villa like, something's different about you when you're with Shakira. It's never the same as when you're with Helena. Helena is more fun.
Because
You're
he's better.
better. Helena makes him a horny dog, which, if that's what y'all think is fun, but Shakira makes him better. But we don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. And
Because you don't like Shakira.
right. And that is the whole entire point
Because
of it all.
y'all are biased against Shakira. So therefore you don't want him with Shakira because you don't like Shakira.
Lock it.
I sure will.
Because it's just so obvious. It's so obvious. Shakira's already still mad at him because of everything, but she goes up and talks to him. And he's just like, yeah. He said, I don't know. I feel like maybe you're too good for me. And I hate that. I hate that line because that is such a manipulative line. I don't know why I act this way because I think maybe you're too good for me. And you want that person to be like, no, you're not. And she did. She was like, no, it's because you're perfect for me. And I hate it. I hate it because that is every narcissistic man's line to make you feel bad for feeling upset about the way they're treating you.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. It is so annoying. And she really likes him. And I'm like, why, girl? Why? Ryan's right there. Go try something new.
I
Like, why, girl?
know.
Why? But she falls for it. She's like, oh, I guess. Oh my god. So annoying.
It's so just reheating the nachos.
Because
Reheating
guess
the
what?
nachos.
Because guess what? Harrison does go talk to Helena, and she's like, "Oh, so you and Tony back on?" He's like, "Yeah." And I'm going to put all my focus on her. And she was like, I'm very sad to hear that because I really want to couple up with you and be in the bed with you. And I guess we can't hold hands anymore. I'm like, girl, shut the up. Like, oh, no. Don't like that woman. She is too old to be acting that way. She is too grown to be acting that way. I am so sorry. I do not like that woman.
Uh,
They're lucky I can't vote because I'd be like, no,
right.
no, ma'am.
Right. Um yeah, so that all basically leads into the recoupling.
Yep.
So instead of Ryan and Billy Kiss getting to steal,
Which I thought they were
which
going to do.
I thought they were going to as well. No, it's the if anyone wants to recouple with them, go for it. And it's only a single swap, which did not make sense to me at all.
Me either.
I hated
Me,
this.
I hated it so much. Like, what do you mean?
But
But I love the
we do
couple.
we have a new couple out of it. I love Connor and Billy kiss. Love. Love, 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 love. But
Oof.
we lost Ryan and Alima.
Like, why did you let them stay and like
Right.
find a new couple?
Seriously. Ugh.
It's so dumb. Like that man just got here. That shouldn't have been the case.
Exactly.
They should have just let them steal, and then the
And
two
have
who
two
are done,
singles.
two singles, and then we let them lose everybody on the next recoupling. Because it was so stupid.
I'm so annoyed. I'm mad, I'm upset, and I'm frustrated for both of them.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's like there's no reason for this. I'm so frustrated. I'm especially like I'm equally frustrated for both of them actually. Because like for
Hmm.
Ryan, he literally just got there, such a sweetheart, like wanted to have the experience, like was doing everything he could to like, get the connections and everything like that. And then for our girl Alima, she was finally getting something good. But I don't blame Connor. And I
No,
love that. I love Connor for standing up and recoupling with Billy Kiss, because otherwise we would have lost Billy Kiss, and I'm not ready to lose Billy Kiss yet.
me either. It
But I
was.
didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose Alima.
So I don't know why they didn't just let him stay single and let him have more time to find another connection. Like, it's
Right.
so rude. I don't like it. I don't like it. That man didn't even
And then like
unpack. He didn't have to unpack his suitcase for real.
literally, he just like threw two things on top of each other. I felt so
So no,
bad.
I felt bad. I felt bad for him.
I felt bad for Ben too, because he had finally found like a really, really good connection too.
Right. Ben was like, dang, it's like starting from ground zero all over again. J-
Again.
Again. It's like,
I'm like, oh, like I don't love Ben, but I'm like, oh, that's gotta suck again. It's like
it's
the
like,
third time for Ben now.
uh,
I'm like,
every
oh,
time.
that baby. Like, I don't want to see anyone have to deal with that.
Especially not when you just start to find a connection. I can see if they didn't, if him and Alina
Yeah,
weren't finding a connection and it didn't get along,
yeah.
then I would have been like, okay, girl, it's time for you to go.
But they were
But
really finally like finding that connect. It's like, come on, Love Island.
seriously, bring her
Really?
back. Bring her back.
Bring back Alima. Bring back Alima challenge. Do that challenge.
So annoying. Oh boy, but they're
But
gone. But and everybody says that Alima's like the soul of the villa. Her smile. It's just everybody was like, we just gotta miss her. She's so funny. She's the soul. She's just like, of course she is.
of
Of
course she
course she
is.
is.
Miss Congeniality of Love Island UK 2025 is Alima.
Right.
You
Right.
heard it here first.
Her.
Her. We got Connor and Billy Kiss talking after the recoupling, and she's like, hey, thanks for saving me, because otherwise I would have gone home.
Right.
But also, I'm very excited to sleep in a bed with you, but also, thanks for saving me, because I would have gone home.
Absolutely. I think, like I
Love
said,
it.
I like this couple. I think they're gonna be cute together. So I'm very happy he stood up.
Very, very happy. Very happy.
They go to bed, I think, after that. There really wasn't a lot of
Yeah,
conversation.
we see Harry and Dijon talking about nonsense. Who
It's
cares?
probably Helena again. Probably Helena and
Yeah.
Shakira.
Harrison and Tony are having a conversation just to check in on things between the two of them. This dress that Tony's in too, love this dress.
It's cute.
This green with the rivets. Ugh,
Mm-hmm.
so good. So good. But yeah, they're checking in on their conversation. Yeah, it's just it's a standard reheating the nachos kind of night. Harry talks to Helena again. Reheating the nachos. Moving on. They go to bed. We wake up in the morning.
It feels weird
Um,
without Alima there.
I
That's what they
know.
said. That's what they say.
I
That's what they
know. And I
said.
felt it too.
And I was like, I know.
Dijon and Meg have their little breakfast. Meanwhile, we see effort. Harry and Harrison are putting in effort.
Mm-hmm. They're making breakfast.
H&H are putting in work. They've got their little double date breakfast situation for Tony and Shakira. And meanwhile, the girls are just talking about Helena, the other
Right.
H.
Yeah.
H and H. They're all doing their things. Yeah, breakfast is just like shady conversations about the other people that we're not involved with. Ooh, insert shady rattlesnake noise here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know straight people could be this shady.
I did. Oh, I did. Some of the
I know
most
one that
shadiest people.
can, but
What does that mean? Does that
yes,
mean? Oh, well,
you're
okay.
the drama.
Oh, well, I'll take it. But no, I would have spent my whole breakfast talking about her too, like this heifer, and that would be her name.
She's
She's no longer.
that is
She,
that is the ugliest effing bikini I've ever
gross.
seen.
So you borrowed Shakira's bikini again just to talk to her man, girl. Bye.
Girl, save it.
Save it. I'll be like,
Um,
no, you cannot wear any of my stuff.
no.
No.
Harrison and Tony have a chat by the pool. They're doing pool chat things.
That's another
Um,
thing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was another thing
oh
I
yeah.
can't stand about Helena. When she do that stuff, like talking to me, like I probably should borrow another bikini from Shakira, but I'm gonna go talk to Harry. What, girl? See, she could not be doing that stuff to me because I would have slapped her by now. They would have had to put me up off this island. I probably would have slapped her by now because
Yeah.
you're not gonna do that laughing, playing in my face like that, like and
Yeah.
wearing myself while you're doing it. Nope.
No. No,
Oh,
thank you.
no, thank you.
And then basically the rest of the episode is this interestingly themed Superman challenge.
Superman Shallow.
In the eternal words of Saphira Crystal, why?
Why? Why?
Why? Um,
Hmm.
is there a Superman movie coming out soon?
It might be, but you know, I
I
don't know.
don't superhero.
I don't know.
I respect it, all of the respect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't superhero. So
Who knows?
I reality TV.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was like, this was very pointed for
Right.
a challenge. But
Well,
okay.
I feel like I fear we'll have the same conversation in a few hours about a very pointed situation.
I also fear.
Yeah.
Because we just got the first look and I thought, what the shit? What?
Oh, oh no, I was talking about from this episode.
Oh, yes. And I think we're gonna get another one from tonight's episode too, because there's another challenge.
Okay, good. Maybe it's Maybelline. All right.
Maybe
Maybe
she's born with it. Maybe it's clinical depression.
But yeah, so we get to this challenge.
Yeah, so they're on a conveyor belt flying across the sky to then lift up a thing. This was stupid. I'm sorry. This was idiotic.
Stupid. It was so dumb. It was so stupid.
This was the stupidest challenge I've ever seen. The fucking wood chopping one from USA this season was better. With that one girl that couldn't move in that one dress and she left halfway through.
She got overheated. She literally got overheated. Yeah, that was better.
Baby,
that was
what
better.
The fuck is this?
I don't know what this was about. What the
fuck is going on up in here on this day? Like, I really don't.
only to open up a newspaper thing to say this guy is the most
Or
this.
no, Superman is an
The most,
adjective.
he's whatever. And you had to pick who's
The
the most or
fuck?
the least. It's like
I'm sorry. This chop.
top. Yeah, it was not a good challenge.
This was
The
bad.
only the only good thing that came out of this challenge was Dejan getting called out by Bellicus because
Thank you.
Megan tried her. She tried her and she was like, "Mm." And she was like, that's because when they I think it was he's the most or least dedicated. I think it was
Yeah.
dedicated. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
dedicated.
it was Yasmin and Giorgio got the question.
Yeah.
It was least dedicated, like, to the process, is how they said it. And I
Exactly. I agree
stand
with
on
that.
business there, stand on the business there, Yasmin. I agree with you completely. I would have said Dijon as well.
I think everybody who said his name for what they said it for was 100% accurate. He is not dedicated to the process. He has not been dedicated to the process. He's dedicated to trying to win.
Yep.
And he his actions don't match his words because like Bellicus and when they said it, she was like, "Well, I'm just because I found my Meg. That's all I want." And then Megan fuck because he doesn't want anybody else, babes. And so Bellicus was like, "Excuse me,"
Because you're boring,
because he
babes.
doesn't want you. He doesn't want you. She was like, "Oh, his actions did not say. His words are not saying what you're saying. Like he didn't. He was not showing that he didn't want. He was like, she was like, he doesn't want you. If he wanted you, he would have wanted." So everybody's like, look. If y'all are so the perfect couple together, if y'all are together, and nobody wants it, he doesn't want anybody else, and you don't want anybody else, why don't y'all close off? We'll close off when we're ready. What? That's not making sense to me
You're
because
idiotic, babes. I really think you should just shut the fuck up.
100% because it makes no sense. If y'all are as together and tight as y'all claim to be, why don't you close it off? But you know you're not ready because if they make it to Casa, Dejan is leaving. Or he gonna do something real bad, and real stupid in Casa because he is
I
not gonna be
hope
around
so.
her.
I hope so.
But they we close off when we're ready. You can't tell us when to close off. Fine, then don't sit here and act like. Then everybody's like, it's not fair
Then
to
don't
people
act
coming in.
like it.
Right, because it's like it's not fair to the people who's coming in as taking you on dates. If y'all are not closed off, then sit here and act like you're not closed off and you're open. Because then you'll sit there and you're wasting folks' time. They talking to you, trying to get to know you, and then only for you to be like, "Oh, but I don't want you." What?
Because honestly, if we go back to the date with Billy Kiss and Dijon, that's why I was saying it felt like Dijon was putting on a little bit too
Mm-hmm.
much to potentially it felt like he didn't want to give Billy Kiss a chance because he might have liked her a little bit more than he anticipated. And
Mm-hmm.
it felt like maybe he was compensating with that by adding a little bit more flirtatiousness to maybe kind of deflect from the fact that, like, maybe he does have a good initial attraction with her, but he knows this is Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that, especially on UK, a lot of the times the couple that locks in at the start
Mm-hmm.
has a good shot of winning in the end. I don't think we're going to get that this season.
Mm-mm.
They are not the couple to do that.
Mm-mm.
I think if one of the OGs that locked in early enough were to do that, I actually think we're looking at a scenario where a couple like Emily and Tommy might be able to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Or if Harry and Shakira can finally lock in their shit at some point, like
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe they've got a shot to do that, but it's certainly not going to be Megan DeJean, or I've got a majorly skewed perception of how the British public see them.
Right.
And I genuinely might. But that's the energy I'm getting is like, I feel like he really liked Militia, but he's here to play the island part of this game.
That's exactly
He
it.
really likes Billy Kiss, but he's here to play the island part of this. Don't be surprised if they win and Dijon takes the money. That's all I'm gonna say. And you
That
know
would
what?
be-
If they win and Dijon takes the money,
that would be the only way you
I
can
will
salvage
erase
this.
everything bad I said about him holding on to Meg this whole season.
I would have to like, not stand, but I would have to like him if he does that.
I would respect the move.
Respect the move.
100% respect the move and be like, get that man on Traders immediately. Like
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise this challenge was just weird.
Stupid.
Why are we getting these puffy Superman suits and why weren't all of these men in Lycra? That was my biggest question. Put the men in Lycra.
I don't care. I just feel like it was a dumb challenge. It was a dumb.
Okay, well, if you're gonna have a dumb challenge, put the men in Lycra. Thank you. At least give us something more entertaining to look at.
I feel that.
Now, come on now. But the other main point of contention here is the Harry, Helena, and Shakira situation. This whole bullshit, reheating the nachos.
Oh.
God, it's so fucking tiring.
So tired. So tired.
I'm
seriously so tired of it.
I'm sick of it.
I'm so tired. Here's considering going to the hideaway with Helena because there's something going on. They just can't stay away from each other. I'm like, you do that, you might as well just walk away from Shakira right now. Just walk over to Shakira and tell her it's over, and then you go spend the night in the hideaway with Hannah. Oh, well, with Floozy, because if you do it and Shakira finds out about it later, she's literally going to kill you.
Yeah.
And she would have every right to do that. Like,
we're gonna have a disclaimer at the start of the next episode saying, so the rest of series 12 has been canceled because we had to shut down the villa because Shakira actually unlived someone. So we all know who that would be because he done fucked up. Like, sir, you know better. Stop playing in this woman's face and stop listening to all of these idiot motherfuckers around you and follow your fucking heart and your head.
Absolutely.
Because what your heart and your head is saying is Shakira. But you're letting the people around you dictate what the fuck you're doing.
It's so annoying
to me.
So annoying. But whatever. I can't with them.
It's frustrating. And then we get that bleed over into the night portion. Harry and Shakira are fighting, and that's literally where we leave off. So that's where we're gonna leave off.
Yeah, so I did see their first look, and apparently Dijon does not know how to talk to Billy Kiss, and so I'm gonna be annoyed again. So
it's fine. She's with Connor, and that's what we need. Is for her to have Connor, a good man that we know now knows exactly what he's doing with a woman of her caliber. We saw the heart rate challenge. We know Connor knows what to do with a woman of her caliber, and Dijon doesn't. So that's fine with me. So on that note, thank you for joining us for this lovely hour-long recap for Love Island UK. We will be back on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. BST to talk about the weekend's bullshit. Let's be real, it's going to be bullshit. And we'll be back later today at 6 p.m., 6:10 Eastern-ish to talk about Love Island USA. We'll be back tomorrow as well to talk about those. In the meantime, subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Check out all of our other channels. We're trying to hit 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year across all of our channels and our audio platforms. So thank you for following over there as well. Get your merch, lanagcreations.etsy.com. Go click on another video while you're at it. We've got so many of them. With more coming next week. Stay tuned for Big Brother season coming very, very soon. Stay tuned to the Patreon this weekend as well for our Survivor 50 reactions finally coming out. And on that note, cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
And shout out to Ian Sterling as always.
Always.
Cheers.